Meet Ned Kelly, written by Janeen Bryan, illustrated by Matt Adams. Ned Kelly was born in 1854 in Beveridge, Victoria. When Ned was a boy, his father died and the family struggled to get by. This is the story of how Ned Kelly became Australia's most famous bushranger. Ned Kelly went to school for a year or two. He had books and friends and fun, but that all changed when his father died. He became a widow's son. The family was poor, they had to move to a farm that was nothing grand. Ned soon learnt that those in charge took all the good, rich land. Ned loved his family and was brave. He had a sash he wore with pride. A reward it was for saving a mate from a creek running fast and wide. Times were tough as Ned grew up, and police were often near. They picked on Ned and his family, though it was clear Ned held no fear. Ned was fair, but had hit a man and helped an outlaw on the run. Police wanted him for crimes like these, and sometimes even for none. Then Ned helped a stranger by swapping a horse. It was stolen, but Ned didn't know. Ned was arrested for having that horse, but the stranger was free to go. Ned was jailed for 3 long years. He was 19 when he got out. By then, Ned's horses had all been sold. It was the police, Ned said. I've no doubt. This life is unfair, Ned cried when released. Police are drunk or they're greedy. There's no justice from landlords nor from the law to help out the poor or the needy. Ned saddled his horse and rode far away. Soon a policeman came after Ned's brother. But he hasn't been stealing, Kelly yelled, so the policeman arrested their mother. Ned's mother was jailed, her baby as well. Dan left and Ned hid to stay free. He'd heard that the policeman had lied to the judge, saying, Ned Kelly tried to kill me. Ned grew wild when he heard, and his heart almost broke. To think of his mother so sad. He joined Brother Dan and 2 mates in the bush, hatched a plan that later turned bad. Police moved fast to hunt Ned Kelly down. His friends warned, watch where you go. Ned said to his mates, we'll out with the police or they'll shoot me straight off, that I know. We'll ride to their camp at Stringy Creek, take their horses and guns and then go. But when Ned called, bail up, a policeman took aim, so Ned shot him in one single blow. 2 other policemen were killed in the battle. The gang were now outlaws in danger. Rewards were set up for their capture or death. Ned Kelly was now a bushranger. Ned and his gang robbed the bank at Aurora, though none of the men hurt the staff. A bank teller mentioned that Ned was polite, did horse riding tricks for a laugh. I've become a forced outlaw, Ned always said. I'll harm none that doesn't harm me, but I hate those who bully and who are unjust, and there are more round these parts who agree. For more than a year, Ned's gang wandered free, although Ned was always on guard. In a letter, he said, us folk who are poor find colonial life very hard. But Ned had good friends who knew his hard times. They helped him in every way. The months soon passed by. The gang wasn't caught. The reward got bigger each day. Police were fed up, and so came an order for hundreds to catch Ned and his men. Ned needed a plan to stop these police. Yet what could he do? How and when? Then came more news that was just as grim. A mate had lied, been untrue. He's betrayed us all, Ned said to his gang. Told police where we are. What do we do? We'll get rid of the traitor. That'll bring the police. Then we can get rid of them too. After that, there's a chance for us to live free. So listen, boys, here's what we'll do. Ned gathered up those who lived round Glenrowan, locked them up one and all at the inn. "I'm not going to hurt you," Ned said to them, "but I don't want a fuss or a din." The police were headed to Glenrowan by train. "Pull the tracks up," Ned cried. "Make it quick." Then the gang fixed their guns and settled to wait for police to walk into their trick. A hostage talked Ned into letting him go. "Leave now," Ned said. "Walk off in peace." The man rode away, flagged down the train, and in that way saved the police. A standoff began, which lasted for hours. Ned escaped to warn friends of the danger. At dawn he returned in an outfit of metal, an iron-clad Erie bushranger. The armour protected Ned's arms, head and waist. The bullets bounced off one by one. Sergeant Steele took a shot at Ned's legs that were bare. With a cry, Ned collapsed and was done. Beneath that thick metal was Ned's long green sash. He'd worn it once more with great pride. He was then led away by police from the inn, from the place where his loyal mates died. "Ned Kelly, you are guilty of murder," said the judge. "Our Ned was but 25 years old. In the spring he was hung in the old Melbourne jail, but his story is still being told."